The first thing that comes to my mind is I always like to say you can learn a lot about a people by the way they treat their elders and the way they treat their youngers. Right? If you can learn everything that you need to know about a nation of peoples, a community of peoples by how they treat their elders and how they treat their younger. So just here in the United States, our elders, when they get old and they start to become senile and they become less independent, we put them in nursing homes where they rarely see their family, and they're in most cases they're not often visited, and they're for the most of the rest of their lives there's people who don't know them, who don't know their story, who don't know who they are on an essential level, taking care of their every need, right? So that's on one end of the spectrum. And then how do we treat our kids? Well, we over medicate our children, we force them to sit in chairs, we stifle their creativity and unique self-expression to put them into a box that we call modern day education, so that we can create robots and clones of each other that can perform the standards of what's required to be a effective human on this planet. So when you ask me, what is incongruent here, and I know that that's pretty much the same story for many of the quote unquote first world countries, right? The leading progressive nations are the ones who treat their elders and their youngers the shittiest. We don't have that level of respect and reverence, whereas more traditional peoples, more native indigenous peoples know that the value of the elders is that they're the story keepers. They've literally been around on this planet the longest. They've seen the most, and therefore they have the most to offer when it comes to wisdom and guidance and direction. Right? They're taken care of. They're worshipped. They're respected. They're valued in their communities, and the children are seen as the hope for the future. Right? The light of the world.